So out of the blessings of Allah, we praise Him and we say Allahu Akbar wa lillahi alhamd. And we do, especially today, for us who have been involved in this effort, give praises to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for His blessings. And we ask for His continuing blessings on this effort, inshallah, to establish a preeminent, world-class Islamic seminary aimed at the issues and aimed at the needs of America, the American Muslim community. My name is Ihsan Bagby. I have been asked recently to be the president of TISA, the Islamic Seminary of America, and it is my honor to hold this position. My task is to kind of go over some of the basics. Inshallah, we will have time afterwards for question and answers, and inshallah, we'll be able to answer questions that you might have about this effort. For those of you who do not know me, I am a professor of Islamic Studies at the University of Kentucky, long-time activist in the American Muslim community. And I can tell you, as many of you know, that this discussion of establishing or bringing a broad base of Muslims together to establish a seminary has been going on for a long time. This is a dream, inshallah, with Allah's blessing that will come true. We are very excited. We're very ambitious also. I hope you can share in the excitement of seeing a dream start to come to reality. One of the things I want to underline to you is that we have done a lot of homework. We have done a lot of networking. We decided not to simply bring a few people together and let's roll. No, we said we're going to network and try to build a broad platform. And so if there's anything that distinguishes us, it is this extraordinary team that we've put together. Some of the most prominent Muslim leaders in America have come together, all sharing this dream. And the dream is to establish a seminary, an extraordinary, a preeminent, a world-class seminary for the American Muslim community. Part of that team includes board of directors, faculty members, partners, board of advisors. Here's our board of directors. With the members of the board of directors who are here now, would you please stand up? Please stand up. Many people. We have Dr. James Jones, we have Dr. Yasser Qadi over here, and standing all the way in the back, there's Abid Ayub, Abid wave. He's the executive director of United Muslim Relief. And then on the left here, Brother Dr. Iqbal Yunus. Iqbal, you want to wave? There's Iqbal Yunus. And in the back, Dr. Farouk Salud is also there in the back. We have some members who are in sessions, thank you very much, and some who could not make the ISNA convention. We have people who have agreed to teach with us. And again, alhamdulillah, some of the most prominent scholars of our American Muslim community have signed on. Again, with this dream, this commitment to establish a world-class seminary. And the people who are, inshallah, part of this list will be speaking, so I will not acknowledge them right now because all of them, inshallah, who are here and available will be speaking. But one of the distinguishing aspects, again, of our effort is that we have developed partnerships with a wide array of organizations. And I must say, The very first organization is Yaqeen Institute, the organization led by Sheikh Omar Suleiman. And the idea is that we would be complementary. We do the academics, Yaqeen does the research. We're both based in Dallas, and we both envision a complementary, synergistic relationship with Yaqeen. The other key partnership that I want to mention is our relationship to Southern Methodist University. SMU, don't let the Methodists scare you. Don't let it, Maybe 100 years ago it should scare us, but now it doesn't scare us. In fact, as a religious-based institution, they are very open to, interfacing with other religious organizations, whereas secular universities might be a little scared because they don't want to cross the boundary of what's secular and what's religious. But SMU does not have that same fear. So we have established an important relationship, and it is part of our strategic plan. Our strategic plan from the beginning was that we need to have a relationship with an institution of higher learning that is highly respected. SMU is one of the most respected universities. It has a top five library. It is rated very high in many different areas of the academic world. And we have two relationships. Just recently, through the donation of Dr. Haroon Rashid. Is Dr. Haroon, by the way, here today? He was hoping he could make it, but he has donated through us so that SMU will start an Islamic studies program on an undergraduate level. On the graduate level, we have a relationship with their global studies program, which offers a master's basically for non-traditional students. They have a program in Islamic studies, and so we're going to have a collaborative degree whereby our students can take courses at SMU on the graduate level, and they can take courses with us, and they will be, if they finish the program, then they will get a master's from SMU and a master's from us. Association of Muslim Chaplains, again, a very strategic decision because we want to train chaplains. We want to prepare chaplains for the American situation. So we have a very strong relationship with the biggest association of Muslim chaplains, AMC. And in fact, with AMC, we've been sponsoring for the last, 8 years, what's called a Shura in-service conference. So we have established a very strong relationship with the Association of Muslim Chaplains. A continuous charity, many of you maybe do not know this organization. They offer interest-free loans for students who are in school but who are hesitant about interest loans to finish their education. And they will be working with us in financial aid for our students. FAWACA is another important partner. Our brother Saif Omar will be speaking to us, but FAWACA is one of the preeminent programs in teaching Arabic language. And so, again, we're not interested in reinventing the wheel. We're not interested in doing something that other people are doing. Can we synergize? Can we work together? So we'll be working together with FAWACA. And then United Muslim Relief is one of our partners. Brother Abbott is here. Brother Ayman is here with you. And Imam Omar, who is with UMR, is also here. So, and that relationship is because Muslim relief organizations hire people. Probably if you looked at kind of per capita, Muslim relief organizations hire more Muslims than any other organization, but the complaint is that most of them are not professionally trained. So we have developed a relationship such that we will work with them to develop courses towards a certificate and inshallah a degree in nonprofit management, where we will train their workers or their people who are interested in working for the many Muslim relief organizations. Here's our board of advisors, a very diverse group of people. So what has motivated us, and it's a need that probably all of us understand and share, and that is simply the fact that almost all of our full-time paid imams are from overseas, about 90%, or even if they were American born, they've gone overseas to study, and that's about another 5%. So about 95% of all of our full-time paid imams are born abroad and trained abroad. And if we as a community are going to truly be established in this country, we need to have our imams, who are our religious leaders. Inshallah, they are the face of our community. And we need them to be preferably American born and American trained. That's the vision. And also, as I mentioned, the employees of masjids, the youth directors, the executive directors, board members, none of them are professionally trained. And there is a need for professional training of all the people that work within our Muslim community, whether masjids or all the other nonprofits. So our mission, educate and nurture a new generation of Muslim leaders, imams, chaplains, scholars, youth directors, so forth, relief workers, so forth and so on. We want to be an authoritative voice of a balanced Islam. One of our problems is, our youth, they get on the internet and there's all type of opinions, people pulled all different ways. We want to kind of coalesce around an authoritative voice for Islam in America. So at least people know what is the center, what does the center say in a sense. And then the third aspect of our mission is to raise the general understanding of Islam in our own community, literacy in our community, but also a better understanding of Islam in American society and the world. Here's our game plan. We're going to be located in Dallas. And we looked at a lot of different cities and we settled on Dallas. You can ask later why, but we have settled on Dallas. Our classes in the first few years will be hybrid and intensive. We do not envision in the immediate future, the next 2 years, a residential program. If somebody can give us $1 million, we will start a residential program. Okay, I'm not asking for hands right now. But our strategy is to grow gradually. Our strategy is not to just jump in and we're going to raise $5 million, $10 million, $20 million. We want to gradually develop. We need to prove ourselves first. So we're going to offer what's called hybrid courses, and a hybrid course is where you spend some time on site, face-to-face, and then some time online. The idea is that we'll have 2 intensive weekends, one in the beginning, one in the end, and the middle will be online courses or classwork. And then intensives. So we'll have week-long intensive, we'll have weekend intensive spread over a few months. And we will seek accreditation immediately. The first day that we can apply for accreditation, which will be basically the first day we open our doors, we're going to shoot for accreditation. It does take time, and the bar is relatively high. And one of our efforts in doing our homework is we've actually studied the many efforts that have failed here in America in establishing a seminary type institution. And we've learned from that, and hopefully we will be able to reach that goal of seeking accreditation. Sorry. Our degrees and certificates, this is our plan right now. We will start offering courses that will lead up to a certificate and degree, but they're your masters. We will have a collaborative master's with SMU, we've talked about that, and then a Master of Divinity, which is a higher level of a master. A Master of Divinity is the language of American religious organizations, and it means that that person is qualified to be a chaplain. That person is qualified to lead a congregation. So that is, in a sense, your chaplain or imam's degree, and will require more study, a longer time to complete that degree to qualify to be a chaplain or imam. And then graduate certificates. We hope to open admissions, applications, and also class registration by January 2019. We'll have our course schedule for our first year, and classes will begin September 2019. So that's when we open our doors. So we have a year, and again, we've planned that so that we can raise the money, develop support and awareness, inshallah, so that we can begin, of course, we'll begin humbly, but inshallah, not too humbly, and we'll come out of the gate running, inshallah.